Welcome to Graybo's Giblets. We are Gray Burnett, Ryan Fitz, and Duke Dotson. We own a sports card shop called Graybo Sports Cards and a sports bar called Parlay in Richmond, Virginia. We know you don't have 40 hours per week to pour over podcasts and spreadsheets, but you want to get in on the action, so we do the work for you. We bring you 30-minute giblets each week so you can feel good heading up to the window and into the weekend. We are the crossroads of sports lovers, fantasy heads, sports betting, and sports cards. We're out here dropping giblets for the people. And today we are back after Goo had to take a trip to Dallas. We couldn't get in our conference tournament preview pod, but there is a bracket.
Sorry about that.
It's March, Goo. It's Christmas.
I know.
It's Christmas week. I'm
drinking
excited.
on Monday.
Drinking on Monday. We got today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and then the work week is done for me. You gonna be watching the games all day Thursday, Friday?
Yeah, I definitely will be. I can't take off because of everything I've been doing. I'm off Friday. Not for it's for a 70th birthday, not to unfortunately go to parlays, but I will be watching. I can't really get out of that one.
Watch the games all day. So we got a lot to talk about. The bracket is out. But first, a little recap of our teams. VCU, A10 champions, back-to-back after rolling St. Joseph's. And after beating them, I was like, they're in no matter what. And then didn't matter because they win the A10. Wasn't even really a game, to be honest. They controlled the whole game. They have looked great. It's something that they're playing well. They're gelling on offense and defense, and that's something good going into March. They've just beat Dayton for the third time.
Like a month.
Yeah, and they dominated that game. Absolutely dominated. They're looking good. They're going to be 11 seed, and they get the Tar Heels. And we'll talk about that game, but just a fun game. And I'm telling you what, man, with Caleb Wilson hurt, UNC better look out. Look out.
Watch out. I mean, our defense, I've hated on on VCU's defense on this pod. They played lights out. And they when they make threes, they're hard to beat. And they made threes. Not great against Duquesne. We just played more physical, but against St. Joe's and Dayton, we shot the lights out and played very, very well. Even Djokovic did not play well. He was in foul trouble didn't even miss him, which is saying a lot. And he's one of our best players. So I will say Martelli, one of the best coaching jobs ever at VCU this first year. I mean, as the power almost goes out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're really getting that storm?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
No, I said it since Shaka's Final Four, the best coaching job at VCU. To have 9 new players and to get them to gel. And I'm like, he's not running any offense. He starts running offense literally after I said that.
Look at that. Listen to Gil.
We don't play good defense. Then they play lights out defense. I think he knew that he needed to find the right combos and just the right people to play with to gel. Yeah. He's gotten Michael Bell a role. Hill is the leader. Jennings is playing incredible defense. Even Tyrell Ward has been stepping up. I mean, just so many players. Like you said, watch out. They're dangerous. They're a dangerous team.
So, dangerous team. And we'll talk about kind of their ceiling here when we get into the brackets and get into the regions. But, getting the right rotations down, playing a lot of guys. It's kind of nice when your 6-man Hill is your leading scorer and leads an assist. That dude can shoot, man. Shoot anywhere. Just a sharpshooter. I mean, he's shooting from the logos and swishing them. Yeah, he's really good. Where did he come from? LSU? I forget where he came from. But that could be for another day.
I want to say Stephen F. Austin, but that might not be it. It was like
the Lumberjacks.
It was like a mid-major, I think.
Okay. Oh, maybe Ward was the LSU kid.
Ward
All
was
right.
LSU. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew someone came from LSU. All right, then there's Virginia getting the 3 seed. Solid year again from another new coach, ex VCU guy, Odom. Great job, runner up of ACC Coach of the Year. Obviously, they gave that to Shire because Duke rolled in the regular season, and
Yep.
without two starters, they win the ACC championship. Beat Virginia. Virginia had their chances, just sloppy on offense. A lot of possessions during that game. But I was pleased for what I saw. They can get a little out of hand when they're running the fast break and just be loose with the ball a lot and turn it over a lot more than you want. But Duke is a wagon. Duke wins the ship, but UVA gets a 3 seed, and they'll be looking to play the Horizon League champions, Wright State. So let's get, and I'm wearing my 2019 national championship hat. So good luck. Hit some bets on this pod tonight. So let's hit the regions. Okay, we're going to start with the East. We've got the East, West, Midwest, South. So we'll start with the East and we'll do a rundown. Now, what was like the first thing that when you saw these, it could be anything from rankings to regions. What was your first reaction to the bracket?
St. John's is a Big East champion at 5, and they've had a hell of a year. I was surprised to see them behind Kansas. I thought that might be flip-flop. And then I just looked at the Louisville South Florida matchup, and that is a tough draw for Louisville. I mean, at 11 seed as American champions, and they're damn good. And I think the UConn hasn't been playing well. Furman's not bad. They can shoot it pretty well. Another 15 seed, but we've seen crazier stuff. So those are a couple things that stood out.
Yeah, so like everyone's talking about how like Duke got screwed in the East, and I think it's just the names. Like people are like see the names like UConn, Michigan State, Kansas, and they're like Duke got screwed. Really, to be honest, they didn't. I mean, like UConn, I think is the worst 2 seed, and according to KenPom, they are. You got Houston, Iowa State, Purdue, and then UConn, I think, is the worst 2 seed. Michigan State, just lost to UCLA. In Kansas, who knows? They can lose to anybody.
Yeah.
So St. John's, like you said, definitely that tells you what the committee thought of the Big East this year as your lights are flickering on and off. The Big East was doo-doo, but St. John's should definitely be up, in my opinion. And so should Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt being a 5 is outrageous. And we're Vandy truthers. Getting Duke Miles back, they are
good money on Vandy.
They're a Final Four ceiling team.
Right.
They could have easily been a 3 seed. And on KenPom, they're ranked as a 3 seed. They're higher than Virginia on KenPom. That should just tell you something about their value going into this tournament. Now, they did draw – we'll talk about that when we get to that. They did draw a first round game against McNeese, who can get up and down. So we'll talk about that. But yeah, like people going crazy, like how Duke got screwed. I think Duke's gonna run this region. Like I have even I know they got a couple guys injured. I know Caleb Foster will be out probably, but bringing what's his name back, Nabanga. Back. I mean, they're gonna be fine. I think definitely get through the first 2 weeks now. That 8 seed Ohio State or 9 seed TCU could give them problems, but I think in the end, Cameron Boozer is the biggest problem. So I actually did a ranking of the regions like this. I went through KenPom today, and I listed every single team, what their rank was in KenPom, and did like a score. Mm-hmm. So I have the overall region, and then I just ranked the top 4 teams in each region. So just ranking the top 4, you have Duke, UConn, Michigan State, Kansas in the East. In the West, you have Arizona, Purdue, Gonzaga, Arkansas. In the Midwest, you have Michigan, Iowa State, UVA, Bama. And in the South, you have Florida, Houston, Illinois, and Nebraska. And just by ranking the first 4, the South is the hardest with Florida, Houston, Illinois, and Nebraska. The second hardest is Arizona, Purdue, Gonzaga, Arkansas. The third would be Duke, UConn, Michigan State, Kansas. And the fourth would be Michigan, Iowa State, UVA, and Bama. Now, I agree with that. But now when you rank it from 1 to 16, there's a lot of different things going on in the middle there and at the end. I know it could be a 16 team could really hurt your value here,
Sure.
but with my scoring with 45 points, the Midwest has the worst 1 through 4, but the best hardest region based on KenPom.
Pick your upsets in the Midwest region.
Yeah, from 1 to 16. And then the South, would be the hardest from 1 through 4, is the number 2. East is 3, who has Duke. And the West is the easiest with Arizona, who your team, who never gets out of the Sweet 16, who always gets out early. You talked about earlier in the season. I just think Arizona is a wagon, and they got a good draw here. But we'll talk about my Purdue Boilermakers, Goo, 2 seed. I hope you got that value. We're going to talk about it when we get to our portfolio, but let's go over the East region. And we're going to start real quick, just filling out our bracket here. We're going to go down, and then at the end, we have a 6-pack of bets. If any of these games that we're going through, you're going to bet, just mention that briefly too, based on the spread. So we have Duke taking on Siena. I think Duke is going to be a 29.5-point favorite looking at it. So who do you like, obviously, advancing here? Can we go ahead and just say Duke across the board?
Yes. Duke's a lock.
Duke is a lock. Duke is a lock. Now, I will say that is going to be one of our 6-pack bets. That's the one we do biggest spread on Thursday and big. This is one of the biggest spreads, 29.5. So we'll see the 29.5. It is one of the best games on the start March. Ohio State, TCU. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you were going in and out. I was waiting for Elena to text you.
Sorry.
You're better now.
All right, I'm better now. So you had Ohio State, TCU. Who you taking there?
I'm taking Ohio State. They've played well down the stretch. TCU has had some wins as well, but I think Ohio State's a better team. I also like them -2.5.
Okay. I'm on the flip side. I'm going to take TCU +2.5 as one of my bets. We're going against each other. TCU moving on.
That's the first game of the entire tournament.
First game, we're going at it already. First game of the whole. TCU they're a team that just mucks it up. They are a defensive-minded team. They could struggle on offense a little bit. Ohio State has one of the best players in the country in Bruce Thornton. I think they're going to give him problems, wear him down. This is going to be a good game. Like it's definitely more of a coin flip game. So I'm just taking the points. TCU. You know what we should do? We should just put like $1, $2 on every dog money line.
I mean,
see what we get. I mean, if you get Long Island upset in Arizona, you just make $50 like that.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'd be interested to see where that would land.
Now, it would probably be easier before NIL. You're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna see a lot of upsets these days. Unfortunately, it's just such a big gap. Such a big gap. All right.
My guess is there's going to be
moving on
3 or 4 upsets, big upsets. That's just a hot take.
Okay. Moving on. Number 5, St. John's. Yes, getting screwed in the seeding and get number 12, Northern Iowa. Not only that, St. John's has to go out west. I mean, that is just a complete screw job. I still have St. John's getting it done against Northern Iowa. Probably not going to bet this game. A lot of people actually are on Northern Iowa, the podcast I'm listening to, or Northern Iowa with the points. But I'm just to stay away and move St. John's on. What about you?
Yeah, I like St. John's too. They're playing well at the right time. Patino will have them ready. I even like. I would agree it's a stay away, but I like them -11. I think close early, they blow them out late.
Yeah, for sure. All right, and then we look at number 4, Kansas. I mean, this is if you look at this bracket, like you have all the blue bloods. Like
Mhm.
everyone's going to be watching this region, probably the most views because of the teams that are in it.
Yep.
You got the Kansas Jayhawks taking on number 13 Cal Baptist, who were one of my favorite like underdogs, but them against Kansas is just a horrible matchup. Not really big. Kansas is huge. Not going to get a lot of rebounds. I think Kansas will move on easily for me, but not betting it because Cal Baptist is a feisty underdog. Maybe they backdoor cover here, and you never know what you're going to get out of Kansas. So I just stay away from Kansas in general.
Yeah.
What about you?
No, I mean Kansas as well, but I like Cal Baptist with the plus 14.5. Just they're feisty, scrappy. Kansas is not. I think it's gonna be closer than you think because Kansas just their team is broken going into this tournament. You'll see with my next pick, but a little spoiler. But I'll take Kansas to move on.
Yeah, one of the bigger games we have in the first round is a struggling 6 seed Louisville against 11 seed South Florida, American champions that everyone likes, head coach everyone loves after he released that press conference about his dad going to come see him for the first time.
Yeah.
Coach probably actually going to get a better job after this too and take some of his players. So a lot to be playing for. And NIL is a big thing now, like to play for money.
Yep.
I'll let you talk here in a second. I just think is Mikel Brown Jr. going to play for Louisville is a huge thing here. Like keep an eye on that. If he does, I think I lean more towards Louisville. I would lean a lot more towards Louisville. I'm still going to take Louisville to move on against South Florida just because it's more of a strategizing pick. I think a lot of people are going to take this upset. Louisville, again, will still be favored by around 6.5 points. I mean, that's still a lot. So, if you're in a, big bracket contest, think about that. A lot of people are going to take VCU. I know I am, but everyone will take VCU. Got to just think strategy here. But I also do think Louisville, what do they do best? They shoot the three. They're hitting threes. They could run away with this game. Now, they have been struggling. They're soft on defense, and South Florida is not, you're not going to just walk all over them. It's going to be a good game. So I'll let you talk a little bit about your Bulls here.
Yeah. This was an automatic South Florida. I liked him before. I heard the press conference about his dad seeing him in Buffalo for the first time. I mean, Mikel Brown, even if he plays, he's playing hurt. So Louisville's not playing well either. Limping in. South Florida just won their conference in dominant fashion. They played VCU. VCU did beat them, but they're a damn good team. So I'm riding with the Bulls. Let's go.
It is moved a lot to I think it opened at 8.5. People are loving the Bulls now down to 5.5. So people loving the Bulls. And then we look at their next opponent would be number 3, January, February Izzo would be Tom Izzo. And the Michigan State Spartans are taking on the 14 seed of North Dakota State. My computer always be messing up when you see me. All right. 14 seed North Dakota State. I will say, I have Michigan State. Obviously, I will say North Dakota State is the best 14 seed in this tournament by a landslide when you're looking at metrics. But Izzo, Michigan State, I think take care of North Dakota State. What about you?
Too much size. I think Michigan State has they're get off to a good start. So Sparty.
All right, let's move on. 7, UCLA. Cronin has to go out east though, so I'm sure he'll complain about that a lot. Taking on number 10, UCF. It's a good matchup for UCLA though. UCF is ranked as the worst 10 seed.
but it should be a pretty decent game. I actually like UCLA in this. They're playing well, beat Michigan State in the Big Ten tournament. My only concern is health and their travel. Like, they are terrible when they travel east. So keep that in mind. But UCLA is a big dark horse of mine. When you look at their numbers in this region, they when healthy, very good, top 25 type team level. Do you have an upset in this one?
UCF, baby. They're gonna win by a bucket, I think.
So this is a buzzer beater one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Score buzzer beater, scores, and UCLA tries for a heave and treads. UCF, baby.
All right, we're kind of opposite on a lot of this region.
Yep.
Our Sweet 16 picks, and then last but not least, we got number 2 UConn. I think, who is the worst 2 seed, but they are one of our Final Four futures in our portfolio. So it was nice to get a 2 seed out of them. They would have to get through Duke and Michigan State, but first, don't sleep on UConn playing the 15 seed. And I have it here as my computer is shredding. Furman, your boys from Furman.
Yeah.
Who can shoot it. But I'll tell you what, if they don't, UConn plays defense, though. So I'm a little scared for your Furman boys. What do you got here?
UConn, but I like Furman plus 21.
Okay.
They score enough. They do well. They do well scoring, so I like Furman with the points. Obviously, take
Furman with the points. I'm going to take UConn. Even though they have been struggling, let's move UConn, and then let's go. Who do you have going to the Sweet 16 out of this region? So go ahead and just name who would be your Sweet 16 teams. So it would be Duke taking on the winner of TCU, Ohio State, and you had Ohio State. Can Ohio State beat the Blue Devils?
No, I think it's gonna be a really good game. That's a good 1-8 matchup. But Duke's just too much. They advance.
All right, yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I got Duke rolling in this one. Okay, so let's move to the 4 or 5 game, which should be a good one if it happens to be this. We got Kansas, St. John's. I got St. John's taking out Kansas. I think actually that seeding should be reversed, in my opinion, right?
Yep.
I mean, I think you talked about that too. So I have a Duke St. John's showdown.
I do as well.
I think you're with me. All right.
Yep, I
so
agree.
we're in line there. And then we're looking at the 11 seed, South Florida for you would get Michigan State. South Florida going to Sweet 16?
I really want to do it, but I think Sparty gets it. I think it's close. It's a close game. Probably would take South Florida points. Let's say it's plus 8, plus 9. I would love that, but Sparty advances.
Okay, I'm with you. Even though I had Louisville, Sparty will take out either Louisville or South Florida, whoever wins, to move on the Sweet 16. My big upset in this region, I have UCLA bouncing UConn in the second round, going to the Sweet 16. Close game, battling back and forth. UConn's missing shots. UCLA matches up very well with them. And you saw in the Big Ten tournament. My mom just texted me, we got a tornado warning coming our way.
Oh, heavens.
So we just gotta be ready for that.
Good Lord. I told you it just hit us. That's what was hitting us.
Did it just hit y'all?
Yeah, that's the cell that just hit us.
As we speak, we be talking all that shit all day.
Yeah.
Finally hitting us.
Here it is.
At night. And it was supposed to end at 8:00.
Yeah. Meteorologist, right?
But UCLA is my big Sweet 16 pick. So I got Duke, St. John's, Michigan State, UCLA. And do you have an upset here? UCF, UConn.
No, I think the experience takes experience takes over UConn to the Sweet 16.
Awesome. All right, so you have Everything the same as me except UConn, and I have UCLA in the Sweet 16.
All right, let's roll into the West region. Our top four are Arizona, Purdue, Gonzaga, and Arkansas. And so let's get going on the first round. I think both of us can say we're going to move on Arizona. Now, I don't know about you because you always talk about Arizona getting bounced early, but I mean, Arizona, we're going to move them on, right?
I don't know. Long Island's pretty tough. The Sharks. No,
Fins,
Arizona.
fins up, fins up. Do they cover 31.5? Will be one of our bets, though. So I can't wait to see where that takes us. 31.5.
That's
But
crazy.
I will say I don't think Long Island gets the 40 points. But that's for when we talk about the bets. You getting the flashlight? My wife coming down here to get the flashlight. All right, so let's move it on. Who will Arizona see in the second round, 8-9 game between Villanova and Utah State? Do you have the bracket up? Make sure I'm right.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Villanova, Utah State, because my computer, I'm kind of going off what my memory here because my computer, my bracket went off.
Yeah, I'll keep you
Villanova,
honest.
yeah, Villanova, Utah State. Villanova's 8 seed, Utah State's a 9 seed. A lot of people talking about how Utah State got screwed here and should be like a 7 seed. Villanova again, like they've lost a couple guys, season ending injuries. One of their players, big freshman that helped them out a lot, Hodges, is out, so that's a big one. Villanova as the 8 seed is the underdog here. I have Utah State moving on. I think they're high powered offense against a Villanova team who, when you the Big East stunk. Like they dominated the bad teams. When they played the good teams, they went 0-4. Lost twice to St. John's, lost twice to UConn. Don't think they're that good. I don't think they're there yet. I do think Kevin Willard is a upgrade in coaching, but I don't think they're there. I think Utah State moves on. What about you?
Same. Remember the name MJ Collins. He is their stud for Utah State. He's going to go off. Utah State's a really solid team. They definitely move on. I also like this 8-9 bet. Take Utah State -2.5.
Ooh, okay, okay. Really like this one. This matchup stood out to me. It also stood out to you. Number 5, Wisconsin, who is playing lights out, taking down giants. I mean, in the regular season, knocked out Purdue, knocked out Michigan. They were beating some big dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They're a 5 seed, but they play a 12 seed in a high-powered offense in High Point, who only has 4 losses. Now, I will say, looking at the metrics, I know it's numbers, blah, blah, blah. They are the worst 12 seed when it comes to that. But a lot of people say, watch out for this High Point offense. And if Wisconsin goes cold, we have another 12 beaten of 5. I do not. I think High Point got screwed with the matchup here. I think Wisconsin is a solid team. Now, say if High Point got an injured based Texas Tech team, we might be talking a different story. But give me Wisconsin. Are you going different here?
No, I'm going Wisconsin as well. I love the Badgers, how they're playing right now. They also get back a 7-footer. So one of their best players back for the tournament. And they already look damn good. And they should have beat Michigan. So I love Wisconsin here.
And then you have the red hot SEC champions, Arkansas, the 4 seed, getting the 13 seed, Hawaii winning out in the Big West, getting the 13 seed. So we have one of the best offenses in the country in Arkansas against a really good defense in Hawaii. That's what they're known for. I think Arkansas rolls here, but people are like all about Hawaii, giving them a game. I don't think so. I mean, you know the name Darius Acuff,
Yep.
unbelievable,
He's
unbelievable player, unbelievable talent. Billy Richmond is starting to click now. They are when they don't have depth. So if they get in foul trouble, maybe, but they play 7 guys. Their 5 guys on the court are very, very good. I watched that Vandy game. Even though Vandy stunk it up on offense, Arkansas actually played some defense, which I was surprised about. They don't usually. So, and you got a Hall of Fame coach in Calipari who's been
Yep.
here. I think Arkansas actually rolls Hawaii. Does Hawaii give them a game?
No, Arkansas. But I do like the under 160. That's a ton of points. And if Hawaii plays defense, Arkansas can be contained a little bit. I like the under.
Yeah, Hawaii's definitely going to try to slow the game down for sure. So, if you think that's a lot of points, you think Arkansas can't do that, which Acuff can score 40 on his own any given night. Definitely under is a look for sure. All right, so let's get into 6-11 game in the West. The 6th seed is BYU, and the 11th seed is the play-in game between NC State sneaking in there after losing like 7 in a row and Texas. So NC State will play Texas. The winner of that gets BYU. So do you have NC State / Texas beating a BYU team? An injured-prone BYU team, but might have the best player in the country, in Debounce.
I really want to, because at least one 11 seed from the first 4 has advanced just with great momentum. So with an injured BYU team, this tempts me, but I'm going BYU. Debounce is just he's too much.
I'm gonna go against you here. I mean, I understand. Like you were close though. You were close.
Yeah.
BYU like defense is. I mean, BYU. It's gonna be a battle. Like BYU can't play any defense. They're gonna have to. Their offense obviously will keep them in the game. But NC State or Texas can match up very well size wise with them. BYU definitely wants to see NC State. Just because of the way they've been playing. But I think Texas gets it done, and I like Texas matched up with BYU. So give me 11 to come out of here. And just for record, KenPom, rankings-wise, BYU number 23, Texas 37. So it's not like huge. I'm interested to see what the spread is after that play-in game, whoever it is. So give me
Can I say you just swayed me?
Yeah.
I was close to saying Texas because I agree with you. I'm going Texas. I'm with you. I'm switching my pick.
Let's go.
Color.
And even if you say Texas, you still get NC State because they combine. And we'll take the 11.
State still has one of the best players in the country, and John. What's his last name? He was preseason ACC player.
Oh yeah, Darian Williams, the Texas Tech transfer. But he's played so bad. But yes, he can get hot.
He can catch fire, and he's a star. Yeah.
They got some guys, man, and I don't know what's going on in that camp, but it's not great. So it's not something you want to see. Like, VCU's peaking at this time. NC State is not.
Yeah, for sure.
So they do have talent, and I'm only saying this because BYU is so banged up, so injured.
Mm-hmm.
Going to really miss Richie Saunders in this tournament, and BYU doesn't play a lick of defense. So give me the 11 seed there. All right, let's move on to the 3 seed in the West, Gonzaga. One of your Final Four picks preseason. We'll see if that's still a pick. Going up against the 14 Kennesaw State.
Mm-hmm.
Gonzaga gonna roll Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State's the worst 14 seed by a lot. And I think you probably have Gonzaga as well. Can we just move on? Move on. Congrats to Kennesaw State. They took away my Conference USA Louisiana Tech ticket, so I'm kind of bitter on definitely on Kennesaw State. Oh, but I did have that Purdue ticket. Yeah, you were talking.
I was. I should now I have them for the national championship.
Yes, you do.
and I hope you got it 45-1 because it's now 28-1, and they got a great draw, and there are 2 seats, so we're sitting. It's a nice little ticket to sit on. All right, let's go to. So we just did the 3-14, 7-10 game. Miami is the 7 seed, and the 10 seed is looking at my chart. Missouri. Not too fond of either of these teams, to be honest with you, but I do think Miami is playing well of late. Missouri, not so much. Missouri is very small, so I think Miami will be able to handle the glass too. So give me the Hurricanes. Go you to move on to the next round against Missouri. What do you got here?
The U.
You. All right.
I know nothing about Missouri. I know they play I know they played SEC middle tier. I've watched Miami play a couple times. They are physical, just like their football team. Their basketball team's the same damn way.
Yeah.
I like Miami a lot. I think they
yeah. If they can let Mark Mitchell, the Duke transfer, if you remember him, is really good.
Oh, he's on Missouri. Okay.
Yeah, he's really good in Missouri, but he's like their biggest guy. Like they're very small, but he's very dangerous.
Foul trouble with the physicality and
he's very dangerous. But so I like Miami to move on, and then the 2 seed in the West, one of my favorite, Purdue. Let the world know we were the preseason #1 team, winning the Big Ten. When they're hitting shots, when Braden Smith is a leader, when their big men are starting to click, finally starting to click, this is the right time to get hot. Watch them go out to the 15 seed. They play the 15 seed Queens. Queens making the tournament for the first time. Congratulations to them. They're going to get bounced by Purdue. I don't think you have Queens moving on, do you?
I do not. Purdue definitely look good, and congrats to Queens. First time in the tournament. Enjoy the shred.
All right, so let's look. I think we have a lot of similar picks here because you switched to the 11th seed. Give me your Sweet 16. So you're looking at what, 1 Arizona, and then who do you have in your 4-5 matchup?
Dude, I love Wisconsin. I think they have a lot of talent. They're also playing well at the right time. They're getting one of their best players back. I think they're too much for Arkansas. I'm taking Wisconsin.
Okay. So we have both. So we both have Arizona over Utah State. Arkansas Wisconsin is going to be one of the best games in the second round. If Wisconsin continues to make shots, I'm with you. A lot of people are not with us, but this is the Badgers. This is big news. Noah Winter, their 7-foot guy, starter, coming back, almost averages a double-double, is huge news. And they were winning without him.
Exactly.
So,
to my
Badgers.
I just didn't know his name.
give me the Badgers to move on here as well. We'll be betting it together. We're riding that one.
We're gonna ride on that.
I was not a Badgers truther until I watched the Big Ten and watched their guards. Their guards are very good. The Boyd and Blackwell, the 2 Bs, double B, are legit and dogs. Like not scared of anyone, not backing down from anyone, and they will pull it, dude.
They really will. Now they get more size, they get more offensive rebounds, dish it back out. I mean, they're a problem.
And their big guys can shoot. They're big guys.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, dangerous team. Arkansas doesn't play defense. Give me a little defense on Acuff. Let's take it to the Sweet 16. All right. How about the 3-11 game? Because we'll have what we think is going to be Gonzaga, Texas. I don't think Texas has the firepower to beat Gonzaga. I'm moving Gonzaga onto the Sweet 16. It's still up in the air if they're going to get their big man starter back, Huff. That is a huge miss. If they had Huff, I think I would take Gonzaga to the Final Four.
Wow.
But with no Huff, they have no chance getting to the Final Four.
Is that confirmed 100% that he's out?
No. I mean, I don't think he's going to play. But they're not going to say anything until, media day or whatever. So I mean, he's been out
for second weekend. I don't know.
Yeah. So like, what a lot of these teams are going to do, right, is like he won't play against the 14 seed.
Sure.
Probably send him out the first weekend. So he probably won't be there if it's Texas or if it's BYU. Either way, I had Gonzaga beat neither of those teams. They got a
Yeah,
good draw. They got a good draw to get to the Sweet 16, which they always do, anyways.
that's right. I like Zags for sure. Mark Few's been there, done that. He'll take care of business.
Yeah. All right. And then we have Miami and Purdue. Purdue has one of the best draws I've ever seen. Purdue over Miami, Sweet 16, cruising. Do you have an upset here?
No, but
You wouldn't do it.
I'm tempted, man. I really like Miami. They made a run last year, but Purdue's hot. I'm with you, so I'm taking Purdue.
Let's go. All right. And so let's move on here. So that is our Sweet 16 for the West. We are now going to the third number one, the Midwest. Michigan is our third number one, and they will take on the 16 seed, either American East champions UMBC. We all know what they did as a 16 seed, taking down Virginia. And you know who the coach was? Odom.
Ryan Odom.
How funny is that?
Right? That is
and
nuts.
they will play the 16 seed Howard from the MEAC. I have Michigan destroying whoever they get. So we can move on. I'm pretty sure you'll have Michigan as well, unless you think UMBC can do it again.
UMBC has some talent. They're not bad. They're not bad, but yeah, Michigan's going to win.
UMBC, to your credit, is the best 16 seed out of.
They're not terrible. They'll
so I don't know why. I don't know why they're the playing game. They're literally ranked the best 16 seed team, but it is what it is. Maybe the committee wants them to be a 16 again to shock the world.
Yeah, they could spark some magic.
All right, so let's go to the 8-9 game in the Midwest. These games are always great. It is Georgia Bulldogs, a in-your-face full-court press team versus your Atlantic 10. I know you probably don't like them, but they're Atlantic 10 team. St. Louis, Billikens, Robbie Avila. They have been shreddy. Can they get it done, though, against Georgia? I think they can. I love their coach. I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe you could shed a little light, but I'm still going to take St. Louis over Georgia. I think they can make some shots.
I think Shirts will get them ready. That loss to Dayton was just – it made no sense. They were winning by – They were winning by 8 with 2 minutes left, and Dayton, just some of that March magic. Thank God they had but they're a damn good team. They're really good on defense. Avila, I mean, they have 2 sharpshooters on the outside shoot for 3. They are a physical team. McCautry, I think his name is a dog. They got a bunch of dogs on that team, so I'm definitely St. Louis. St. Louis is definitely going to beat up on Georgia.
Okay,
what's that line?
That's good. That's good because I was a little nervous taking them. I don't know what that line is. Look it up for us. Why?
I'll take them.
We're moving on.
Plus 2.5.
I might take the 2.5 there. It's a good little cushion. Maybe we get it to 3. All right. 5 seed, another team, with injuries, which sucks. I would love this team if they had JT Toppin still with them. Texas Tech.
They also wouldn't be a 5 if they had them.
Yeah, right. Now they get a 12 seed in the Akron Zips, one of my favorite dogs in this tournament. The best 12 seed on paper. They did struggle a little bit in their conference tournament, which I thought they would have rolled in their conference tournament. They did lose to Miami, Ohio. That was their one loss in the conference. That's why, everyone was talking about Miami, Ohio, and, people forgot Akron was actually a better team.
And weren't they favored in the tournament over Miami, Ohio?
They were minus 120 to win the tournament. Pre-tournament. They have some guys on that team. And what I like about them, their 2 best players are seniors. They've been there all 4 years. That means something to me in this day and age.
Tavari and Armani.
Yeah, Tavari Johnson and Amani Lyles. This is my first call out big upset. Akron comes out the gate and beats Texas Tech. Now, will I be shocked if Texas Tech beats the crap out of them? No, but this is going to be my one pick. Like Akron, like they're making shots. Texas Tech plays 5 guys. Get them in foul trouble. Texas Tech is screwed. What does Texas Tech do? They shoot a ton of threes. They're going to shoot 43s. They make 17 they're in trouble. Like, just got to have a bad shooting game. Everything's got to click, but it can happen for Akron. They're very good. They're very talented. Have a great coach who's been there for a while. So I'm taking Akron. We'll see how it goes. How about you?
Love it. I'm taking Akron too. Tech's limping in, man.
They've lost like 4 in a row, right? Like they lost.
Zips
4 in a row.
are nice. They're a good team.
Yeah.
I love the +7. I watched their final, and they did. I mean, a final game, that's going to happen, but they ended up winning. They came from behind and won. Yeah. I think they're going to have a good showing and beat Texas Tech.
All right, nice. It was 9.5, and I'm so mad I didn't get it.
7.
I know. I knew it would get down. I knew people would bet Akron spread wise, but maybe money line. Maybe we're gonna do all money line dogs, like $1, $2. Let's see how we do.
I'll do $10 Akron. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, let's move on to the 4-13 game. So the winner of that will get for Alabama, or 13 would be Hofstra. Another one that I like, definitely took the spread in this. I took Hofstra 13.5. Bama, Aiden Holloway, their second leading scorer, just got arrested for selling marijuana, felony charge. Will he play? Probably, because we know what Alabama does. Remember Brandon Miller?
Slide money on the table.
Yeah. Probably will play, but might not. That will hurt him. I could see Hofstra, in a world, Hofstra playing Akron for a Sweet 16 spot. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to pull the trigger. Alabama, I think, is too good offensively to do that. So I'm going to take Alabama here, but I'm going to take Hofstra with the points. One of my favorite spread bets for sure. What about you?
Yeah, I like the fighting Speedy Claxtons. They have they got some. I like their star player. What's his name? Cruz Davis.
Cruz, that's right. Cruz
averages 20 points a game. I think he'll go off, but Alabama just scores at such a rapid pace. It's hard to keep up with. So gonna take Bama, but I do like. I'm with you as well on Hofstra, and they're talented.
They are. They're definitely like. Where did I have it? They are the best 13 seed by 20 spots in KenPom. Like,
wow,
it's not even close. Like Cal Baptist, Hawaii, Troy, not even close. Like Hofstra could have been at 12, So
yeah.
Really like Hofstra out of the Coastal. All right, so let's go to the 6-11 game. Tennessee is the 6th seed. That is scary for the Midwest. They could be bad in games, but they also could play like a 2 seed in some games. They have one of the best freshmen in the country in Ament Gillespie, one of their guards. Ament is a little banged up though, so I think the committee might have factored that in. But the 11th seed in the Midwest will be Miami, Ohio, or SMU. So this is another playing game.
SMU, baby.
I do not think Miami, Ohio, or SMU can beat Tennessee. So I'm going to move Tennessee on. SMU is missing a big player.
Yeah, their best player.
So does he come back? I don't know. They still have Boopy Miller. Miami, Ohio, though, I'm interested to see, can they beat SMU? I don't think so, but it is in Dayton.
So.
It is in Dayton, Ohio. So
yeah, that's a good call. It's a good call.
Do you have any of those 11s beating Tennessee?
No, I agree. Tennessee, Rick Barnes, Ament, they get it done.
Yeah, Rick Barnes does stink in the tournament, though.
I think he'll win one.
Okay. One and done. The 7th seed in the Midwest, Kentucky Wildcats versus the 10 seed Santa Clara. We got
Spencer Hughes.
Oh, excuse me. Kentucky versus Santa Clara. We got a blue blood versus a mid major here, or was a mid major. Steve Nash haven't made the tournament since Steve Nash. Do you have Kentucky or Santa Clara?
Got Santa Clara.
Dude, we just on the same level. I think everyone picks these games. We picking
We're the
trap games?
suckers.
Yeah.
No, I think Santa Clara has a good team. You can't. Kentucky's Jekyll and Hyde, man. I think Santa Clara is just a better team than $10 million put together crap team of Kentucky. They
Definitely a lot of injuries with Kentucky. Have really good guards with Aberdeen, who came from Florida and Awe. But Santa Clara,
Santa Clara has good guards too. And
yeah, just came off a big win against St. Mary's, where St. Mary's tries to slow you down, didn't slow them down. This is Kentucky's up and down. Santa Clara is, I think Santa Clara wins outright, but I will take the 3.5 gladly. Gladly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're aligned here. In the 2:15 game in the Midwest is Iowa State gets Tennessee State. Nolan Smith, the ex-Dookie, taking Tennessee State to their first tournament in a long time. I think Iowa State rolls them, but congratulations, Nolan.
Iowa State.
Yeah, moving on.
Moving
on. All right.
You skipped Who's in Wright State.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to skip them.
Oh, sorry.
Damn, did I really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. All right, so we got UVA, the 3 seed. Wright State, the Horizon League champions at 14. Winner would play Tennessee. We both had Tennessee, so I think Virginia gets it done, man. I hate talking about them and jinxing them, but they're good this year, man. I think they'll take care of Wright State, but it's not Tony Bennett's offense anymore. You don't have to have a heart attack against these, 14, 15 seeds. I think Virginia rolls here, but
agreed.
We will see.
Let's
All
go.
right, agreed. All right, so let's get into our Sweet 16 picks. Go ahead, starting with who would it be? Michigan would be taking on, who was your not St. Louis?
Big upset here. St. Louis. They're taking down Michigan. Michigan is not playing well down the stretch.
Oh my God.
They are, and one of their best players is hurt. Let's go. SLU knocks them off.
This is where you're going to lose the bracket challenge. Michigan's got one of the best draws. I mean, I think they're a shoe-in to the Elite Eight. They knock out St. Louis. Michigan's going to the Sweet 16 for me. St. Louis for Goo. All right, 4-5 game. The 4-5
we got
game.
Akron, bro.
We got Bama taking on Akron. We both had this. I want to move Akron on so bad. And I think I'm going to do it.
Me too. St. Louis, Akron in the Sweet 16, baby.
You have St. Louis and Akron, one of them going to the Elite.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that when we get to the Sweet 16 next week, but that is awesome. I'm going to take Akron to beat Bama. Bama doesn't play defense. They're very vulnerable. Like, will Aiden Holloway play? Yeah, give me the Zips, the Sweet 16. That's kind of my Cinderella story. The best 12 seed out there, 64 ranked in KenPom. Get it done. All right, so let's go. We got Virginia taking on Tennessee. Dangerous game for UVA, in my opinion. Like, I still am going to move UVA on. I think our bigs will be able to handle Tennessee. One of Tennessee's strengths is offensive rebounding, and I think we can shut that down. And Tennessee has trouble scoring, and we can score. So I say we. I'm going to take UVA to the Sweet 16, right? You think Tennessee's going to beat them?
No, I like the Who's. Like the Ritter and
Ritter played like ass against Duke.
He did. He did not play well, but your guards played well. Yeah, you can score now, so I'm not worried about Tennessee. They can't score,
and we can protect the freaking paint. In Tennessee,
exactly.
like they struggle at times to score, and offensive rebound, like that's how they almost beat Vandy, like every time. Vandy can't rebound. Holy shit.
Correct. Yeah,
So like Tennessee was getting these offensive rebounds and putbacks, and UVA won't let that happen. They're too
I
big.
agree.
So let's move UVA on there. The 2 seed would be Iowa State. They would get Santa Clara. I think Iowa State will handle Santa Clara. This is where Santa Clara ends. Iowa
Hmm.
State to the Sweet 16.
My boy Milan Memovic is nice. He's gonna drain 7 threes and bye bye Santa Clara.
All right. So the last region we got to kind of preview here in our Sweet 16 is the South. We start with Florida as the 1, and they face the 16 seed Lehigh or Prairie View A&M, who Lehigh is ranked 284 and Prairie View is ranked 288, the 2 worst teams in the field. So I think Florida will have no problem moving on, and I think we can move on.
You can proceed.
All right, so let's go to the 8-9 game here in the South. The 8 seed is Clemson. The 9 seed is Iowa. Very, very good game. ACC Big Ten showdown. I got Bennett Sturts shooting all over Clemson and getting it done. I got Iowa beating Clemson. What about you?
This is such a tough game.
Oh,
I mean, I'm gonna take Clemson, but
don't like it.
I'm not confident. I'm not gonna touch any pets. They're only gonna make it 1 game. So
It's literally like one of the better games when it comes to like Ken Palm throws out these thrill scores. It's like ranked number 1. Like it is going to be literally a coin toss game.
It's a coin toss.
Yeah. Who has the last shot at the end type game. All right, so let's go. You have Clemson, I have Iowa. Let's go to the 5. Well, the 5, one of my favorites, Vanderbilt being a 5 seed is crazy. They get the 12 seed McNeese. McNeese, they're dangerous. They'll get up and down. They'll press you again. They're going to be active. Vandy struggles on the glass, but getting my man, what's his name, Blake and Duke Miles back is huge for Vandy. So give me Vandy to move on. I don't have an upset here. Do you have McNeese beating Vandy?
No, too much Duke Miles and Tyler Tanner. I think they take care of
those.
Tandong, baby.
He's so good. He's so good.
Yeah, I mean, and they just throttled Florida.
They did.
I don't know what happened against Arkansas. I mean, I guess it was tied with like 3 minutes left, and then they
went 8 minutes without a field goal, and we're still in the game. That's what happened. They're offensively, they did not shoot the ball well, and that's how Arkansas was able to pull away.
Yeah,
gotcha. But if that happens, you're in trouble. So
yeah,
but 100%. I love Vandy in this region. Yeah, I think they bounced McNeese. Move on with the 4 seed. So who would they play? It would either be Nebraska, the 4 seed, or the 13 seed, which is Troy. Troy's kind of sneaky, but I'm going to stick with Nebraska. I wouldn't be surprised if Troy gets hot and sneaks in there, but I think Nebraska is hungry for their first tournament win ever, and they're going to get it. And so I'm excited for the Vandy-Nebraska matchup. What about you?
Nebraska as well. I was going to say the same. Gets their first program win in the tournament. So good for them.
Yeah, top 10 team all year long. So.
The all-white starting squad. It's just wild.
They got what's his face? It's really good. Why am I blanking on his name? But yes, definitely.
Like Hoosiers.
The Hoosiers. They were ranked top 10 all year.
They were ranked up to 4 or something.
Yeah, so they have struggled down the stretch. That's what's a little scary.
They don't win big games.
Troy beat USC. They took San Diego State to the wire. So Troy's played some, better opponents earlier in the season.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the 6-11. Here we go. Tar Heels and VCU. Tar Heels no Caleb Wilson. VCU's playing well. UNC is not, limping in. And that's why they're a 6 seed. On paper, UNC, ranked 29th in KenPom. VCU, have it here, is 45th. But I think we're going the same way here.
VCU, baby.
VCU all the way, dude.
I think Djokovic matches up well with Visar.
Yeah,
I think we're just shooting.
But he shoots the three, but he can guard the three, so he's not gonna have to be pulled out or anything. He does that anyway.
Yeah, Djokovic does the same thing, so I think we're good. And then we're just so deep, and UNC is not very deep, so I think we get a win. Super pumped for that game.
Super pumped for that game. Parlay will be hopping. So we'll both take VCU.
I got Graham duty. Dare I bring him to parlay?
Oh man. But that's one of my favorite bets on the board. Getting 2.5.
For sure.
Wouldn't mind money line either. All right, so let's go to maybe who would it be playing now. Unfortunately, number 3 Illinois. But maybe they get upset by the 14th seed, which would be UPenn. TJ Power, who went off for 40 points in the Ivy League championship. UVA transfer, no big deal. Who started at the beginning of the season and got benched and never played again for UVA and transferred, and dropped 40 in the championship game. But UPenn is going to get smacked by Illinois, one of my favorite backs. Got them at 31 to win the Natty. They lose every game in overtime, so they could be undefeated. So give me Illinois. Do you have Penn getting a crazy upset here?
No. Illinois rolls.
Illinois rolls. All right. Moving on, 7-10 game here. The 7 seed is St. Mary's. They would get the 10 seed Texas A&M. Texas A&M is going to try to speed them up. St. Mary's is going to slow it down. What is going to give in? Should be a good game. Texas A&M of late has been pretty bad, though. St. Mary's did lose to Santa Clara in the semis in the West Coast. Who do you like here?
Been back and forth. A lot of people are taking Texas A&M, but I'm taking the Gales to move on. I just think, Texas A&M's a sexy pick, but like you said, they're not playing well down the stretch. St. Mary's, Santa Clara's good. They got a good team. I'm rolling with St. Mary's.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm a sucker for the Gales. I always pick them. And somehow St. Mary's always gets matched up with VCU, and they're not this time.
I know, thank God.
St. Mary's has been 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So I have St. Mary's too. I love that team. I love watching them play. They'll slow you down. They'll play their game. They'll hit shots and have one of the best coaches in the country you haven't heard about in Randy Bennett. So he's kind of like a Mark Few guy. Has been offered all these good coaching jobs, but has stayed put because that's his school, and he is Hall of Fame coach. He's made them into a every year tournament team. All right, and let's move on to the last one. Number 2 will be Houston taking on number 15 Idaho. Good luck, Idaho. You're going to get smacked.
Yeah, you're going to be turned into mashed potatoes, bro.
Going to get smacked. So we both have Houston there. So let's get into the Sweet 16 picks. Who do you have between Florida and the 8-9 game? The 8-9 game, you pick Clemson. Does Clemson get an upset over the Gators?
No. Florida will smack either of these teams. I don't think it's going to be close against Clemson or Iowa, so Florida it is.
Yeah, I'm with you. Florida's front court is massive, the best in the country. I think they roll to the Sweet 16 as well. So let's go to the next one, which would be we had the 4 and 5. I think we both had Nebraska playing Vanderbilt. Should be a good one. Another good matchup. Who do you have here? I know who you're rolling with.
I don't know. I've loved Vandy for like the last month and a half.
We've been
So
we've been Vandy boys, Gil.
yeah, I love Vandy. I'm riding Vandy to the Sweet 16
Yes,
for a rematch against
absolutely,
Florida.
absolutely. I hate they got Florida again, though,
I
guys.
know, right? If
I
honestly,
I think you're going to see a rematch in the Sweet 16. They got screwed there. They got screwed with their seed, but I think Sweet 16 for sure. One of my favorite bets, and I got it. It's not plus money anymore, and I got it like plus 120. Vandy to the Sweet 16, but you
nice.
can't get that anymore. It's like minus 110. I still would take it because that's my squad. I'm riding with them, and they'll give Florida a game, man. They
And they're
smacked them.
aren't they, or no, they're not playing. That they just played in Nashville for the SEC championship.
Yeah, it was SC championship. All right, so let's get to VCU. We both have VCU. They're going to be playing number 3 Illinois, according to us. Can they keep the dream alive against a really good Illinois team? Unfortunately, I think this is one of the better 3 seeds,
Yeah,
uh, in my opinion. VCU, I think, would match up well against Gonzaga. I think they would match up.
even
Uh,
UVA.
I think they match up better with everyone, but Illinois,
Yeah,
Illinois, Illinois could be easy. Illinois is ranked higher than Purdue and UConn as 2 seeds. So I don't have VCU winning. Unfortunately, they're going to run into a buzzsaw here. But who knows, man? Who knows? Who do you
everything you
got?
just said. Illinois is just another tier. Hell of a season by VCU, but it ends with Illinois, unfortunately. I think I
I hate
think
this.
they can compete. But like you said, Illinois is that any other 3 seed, I might be tempted to take VCU. Not against Illinois. They're too good. So
Hey,
Illinois, unfortunately.
yeah, man. I thought you would get a little different, but
No,
betting
I'm
with your
just I'm a
brain.
realist. I'm a realist. Hell of a season by Martelli.
We're saying it like they already lost. Hell of a season. Hell of a season. We'll be rooting hard
Win,
for VCU.
it's makings of Final Four if they
All
beat
right.
Illinois.
Let's get into our last one, which is Houston and St. Mary's. I mean, this is just an awful matchup for St. Mary's. Not
Yeah,
going to end well. You got Houston to the Sweet 16.
same. Too easy.
Awful, awful matchup.
Yeah,
All
brutal.
right, so we covered the first and second round. We got our Sweet 16 teams. So let's end it with a little Final Four picks here. Well, not end it, but Final Four. We had at the beginning, not the beginning of the season, but kind of towards the middle here. You
Yep.
had UConn, Gonzaga, Florida, Houston. Now, obviously, Florida and Houston would play each other in the Elite Eight. So we're going to change our Final Four. Now that you've seen the bracket, what's your new Final Four?
Hmm. I'm gonna go. Do I need to keep the teams that I are
No, you
still?
don't. You can be fresh all the way around. This is new because the bracket has been released.
All right. I'm going Duke, Houston. On the other side, Iowa State, Wisconsin.
That's a very different Final Four. I like it. I like it. For me, I'm with you with Duke. I think people are, I don't know why they're scared. Duke should run that
I
region. I'm gonna go Duke. I'm gonna go Illinois out of that one. I have to go Arizona just the way they're playing. Um,
They'll let you down.
I know they probably will. They're
They're gonna
just
let a
so
lot of people down.
good. They're just so good, man. They're just so good.
Until they see the Elite Eight in their sights and then they piss down their leg. That's what they do, man. I'm
Oh
telling you.
man. And then in the Midwest, like God, I just think Michigan's road is really easy. I know it's chalky, but I'm going chalk. I'm going Michigan, Arizona, Duke, and
Oh,
my only not chalk is number 3 Illinois. Uh, my new Final Four. I had Purdue,
Michigan
but
goes cold, man. I don't know. Michigan, I just
I
have
know,
not
and
been
losing
impressed.
Kason is huge. Losing Kason is huge. Um, I just
Not
think
hating, just
I know you had
debating.
good points. You had good points. I mean, it showed in Purdue. It showed in a lot of those games. I mean, they were close games, but Winner mentality. They just get it done. Dustin May, find a way.
Dustin May.
All right, let's add real quick. Last time to add to our portfolio. I gave it to you. I hope you got it. Unfortunately, it is 28-1 now. So you're listening to this. I probably wouldn't get it. But Purdue to win the national championship, we got at 45-1 before the Big Ten tournament. I said, go grab it. You hated on me. I said, it's great value. Just listen. Hopefully you did it. So I added Purdue 45-1 to the portfolio. If you don't like Purdue 28-1 and you're listening to this, you can still add it 28-1. It's not crazy. Or you could just go, hey, Vandy, Sweet 16. Let me throw a full unit on it and make some money. What about you? What are you going to add to the portfolio?
Iowa State to the Final Four.
Iowa State to the Final Four. All right. Not bad. I like that.
I don't have
That's like my first Iowa State exposure. So don't hate it.
I think they're good, man. They had a little slide in February, but they had very good chance to beat Arizona. Bradley just made that incredible shot at the buzzer. Iowa State plays really good defense. They shoot the three well. They've been good all year. They can beat anyone. I like Iowa State because I'm not a big Michigan guy. I'm actually higher on Arizona than I am Michigan. So
the hard thing for us is that we're in Virginia, so UVA is not in those odds. So I get them at plus 210. I mean, I'm still going to take it, but it is what it is. Michigan's minus 140. I wonder what UVA would be if they were in the, because
I guess
it says region winner, no Virginia schools. So
got it.
If Virginia goes to the Final Four, we get our money back. Look at it that. You can look at it that way.
That's true.
All right, so we're adding plus 210. Iowa State. Well, shop around, obviously, but that's the first thing I saw.
Yeah.
All right, and now
after SMU, I have to give you a better opportunity to win.
And shout out, by the way, this man, 2 in a row, Akshay Bhatia and Cam Young, part of your 4 horsemen picks, 2 winners. I'm on the board. We both had Cam Young. Beautiful 35-1 ticket, and that's talking golf. All right, so let's get into our 6-pack bets to wrap it up. These are our, we have our best Thursday matchup. We think our best Thursday matchup is VCU at UNC. Love that game. You got our team VCU against, North Carolina. Everyone loves North Carolina. You got our 2 fan bases you see at Parlay. We get a lot of Carolina fans. We get a lot of VCU fans. Should be
for sure.
Epic showdown. UNC's minus 2.5. I'm taking the points with VCU at plus 2.5. I think you are too, unless you,
money line, baby.
Change your mind. Money line, baby. Let's go. All right, so we're VCU 2.5. Now we take the biggest spread Thursday, which is Siena and Duke. Duke is minus 29.5. I have Siena covering that, and here's why. Duke is banged up already. They just want to get through this game. No injuries, right? They're going to be resting their guys that are hurt. I don't think they play Nabunga. And then they play their guys, maybe get some other guys off the bench. I think Siena backdoors this. At the beginning, Siena's going to have trouble for sure. I don't see how they score. But 29.5 backdoor cover. Give me Siena. What about you?
Jerry McNamara is going to have them ready, boy. I think they cover. I like Siena a lot.
All right, Siena to cover.
Ready. I mean, they get the nothing to lose mentality. Why not?
Let's go out there. Just go out there jacking.
Have fun.
All right. Best Friday matchup is number 10, Santa Clara at number 7, Kentucky. We talked about this previously. I have Santa Clara plus 3.5. You do as well. We are 3 for 3. Santa Clara money line, anything?
Why not? It's March. Let's do it.
Let's go. Biggest spread Friday is LIU fins up at Arizona minus 31.5. I think Arizona absolutely blows the doors off LIU, wins by like 40 points. This is a lot of points, but I'm going to take Arizona here.
On points.
I don't see how LIU scores 40, dude. Like, I don't.
Yeah. What's their top score? Does Jamal Fuller go off? Malachi Davis. They beat JMU this year.
JMU was awful. Was
Yeah.
awful.
Arizona rolls. I'm with
All
you.
right, so we're 4 from 4. We're not even going to have a $25 matchup.
We'll see.
Well, here we go. Here's a good one. This was your pick as your, besides VCU game, your favorite pick. Number 12, High Point at number 5, Wisconsin. Wisconsin will be minus 9.5 is what we have it at. Can High Point cover that? Yeah.
Yes, I think it's going to be rush sprint to 90. I could see it being like 95, 89, something like that. And there's maybe a backdoor opportunity. 9.5 is a lot of points. High Point just can score, and they maybe make a late 3 just to backdoor. I could see it happening. Wisconsin wins, but High Point, it is a tough matchup for them to play against.
I want to be different than you. But my mind is my brain's saying no. We're 5 for 5. I'm gonna ride High Point plus 9.5. I think Wisconsin might sleep a little bit at the beginning. Winter's just coming back, maybe a little rusty. High Point is a high offense. High Point.
Dude Johnston that has only shot a 3 this year, no 2-point shots.
Yeah, he's like the Golke kid from Oakland, right?
Yeah.
So could that 9.5 is a lot. Wisconsin wins, like you said, but High Point with the points. And then my pick is number 12, Akron at Texas Tech. Tavari Johnson, Amani Lyles plus 7.5. Would have loved 9.5, but we got it at 7.5. Still going to take Akron because it just went down to 7. So we're still good and clear. And Akron's a Sweet 16 pick of mine, so give me Akron. Taking a lot of dogs in this segment. I hope it works out. I think you're with me. I think this could be either really good or really bad.
Really good or really bad. Yeah, for sure. Well, our $25 bet can be Ohio State TCU to kick off.
I like that.
I'll do Ohio State. You do TCU.
Right. Yeah, I'm TCU. You're Ohio State to kick off March. So we're gonna parlay all of those. We got VCU 2.5. We got Siena plus 29.5. We got Santa Clara plus 3.5. We got Arizona minus 31.5. We got High Point plus 9.5. Akron plus 7.5. There we go.
Sounds like money to me.
Out of those 6, we got for our team parlay. One that we got to give out. Obviously that's a fun one. One that we got to give out to people like that we know is going to win. I'll throw out the Arizona game. I'll throw out the Siena game. I don't want to chase those. So what do we like here? I really like VCU plus 2.5. We're going to put that in.
Don't twist my arm. Absolutely.
Okay. So now we have to pick 2 more. It's either High Point, Akron, Santa Clara. I like Santa Clara.
And Santa Clara.
Okay. Yeah. Throw out the High Point game. I think I'm with you there. So we'll go Akron plus 7.5, Santa Clara plus 3.5, and VCU plus 2.5. Might knock it VCU up to 3, just to cover a little bit there. But again, we live in Virginia, so we got to find a bookie, and we can find one. But
there's a way.
That's our team bet, and then our lock. I need one lock. My lock, go Rams plus 2.5. Was 3-2 on the season. You're 2-2. So give me a lock, Gil.
Of course. VCU money line. Let's ride.
We're all in on the Rams. The Rams got it before the brag came out. I was like, if they get matched up with UNC, they legit have a chance.
Absolutely.
As soon as that came out, it was UNC. Unbelievable. Do you have a one and done golf pick?
I do. You played well here last year.
Give that out real quick. And I'm so pissed our top 20 bet didn't hit. We had Cam Young, X-Man, locks, and Thigala absolutely shit the bed.
The bet on the last day.
Oh my God. The last back nine.
Yeah, the back nine.
Unbelievable.
He went like +5 on the back nine. Unbelievable.
We're still
But my pick
half
is
seconds left.
Jacob Bridgman.
Bridgman. Nice. Shit, I didn't even pick. I didn't even look. And
You're like you.
I was worried.
prepared.
I was worried about you. All right. So to end the pod, Bridgman will be your one and done pick. This is the only golf thing that we're doing because we covered so much with college basketball. Give me my man Akshay, who's been hot. I'll take Akshay.
You talked shit about him like 2 weeks ago. And said he was born.
I talk shit. I said when he's in the lead going into Sunday, when he has the lead, which has happened multiple times, he blows it. He won. He didn't have the lead. He just came back. He's a good golfer. He can't. He's not Tiger. He's not clutch when he has the lead.
I hear that.
So, all right.
And as we end the pod, Campbell lost power.
Shred out there and
he'll have Dominion out there in no time.
I thought he had like 8 generators, Raph.
Absolutely. He has something up his sleeve.
He'll have that's where Dominion will first go. They'll bring out 8 trucks.
They'll just go to Campbell's house because he has so many generators stocked up.
Love you, Camp. See you on Thursday.
Camp.
All right, dude. That was an epic show. Went through every team. We got some picks. We're in line. We're in line, aligned too. Like
we are. Our brackets can be great or in the competitive or big shred. So big shred bets. I like where we're at. I feel good as I always do before Thursday.
All right, enjoy the madness, everyone. We are out. Can't wait. We'll see you next week and talk a little Sweet 16, Elite 8. See where the brackets are going, if there are any bracket busters. Me and Gil are also going to bet every single dog money line, either $1, $2, just a couple bucks. Don't be crazy, and see how
where we end up.
All right, Giblets.